Growing up, my parents divorced when I was about 7 years old. But on my mom's side, that divorce changed the trajectory of her life. She was working at Denny's, working over 40 hours a week. She picked me up in the summer because I would spend summers with her. And we went upstairs to our apartment. And when we walked in, we saw that there were no lights. So my mom looked at me and I looked at her, and she went into mom mode thinking about how to be able to be the best mom to me in that moment, knowing that those next couple of days were going to be difficult because she didn't have the money to pay for the electricity bill. Those moments were not uncommon for me at all. And the reality is, we need an advocate in Washington, D.C. who's going to be thinking about people like my mom. At first glance, I might not be what you're expecting to see as a candidate for the United States Senate. My name is Thierry Tchenko, and look, I'm not your everyday politician, but I am your everyday Texan, and that's why I'm running to be the next United States Senator from Texas. As a young first-generation Texan, born and raised in Houston, I'm grateful to be from a state that values hard work and has endless possibilities when working families are given a chance to succeed. It's only in the United States that in one generation, my parents went from making under $200 a month in Cameroon to having their son work for the President of the United States. This election, it's gonna be about who is going to fight for everyday Texans and working families. Who's gonna have your back when the going gets tough? Is it gonna be this guy?
Orlando is awesome. It's not as nice as Cancun.
It's one thing to make a cowardly decision like going to Cancun during Texas's lowest moment. It's another thing to make fun of that decision when hundreds of Texans died. As a lifelong public servant in government and as a nonprofit executive, I've had a front row seat into the challenges that everyday Texans face, and I've made it my personal lifelong mission to serve working families like mine. Because of the sacrifices my parents made, I was able to have a chance at touching the American dream. I graduated from McMurray University in Abilene, Texas, with a degree in political science, and I played college basketball before going to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C., and graduating with a master's degree. These are opportunities that should be available to all Texans. But unfortunately, we have a senator in Washington, D.C. that is only looking out for a select group of people. As Texas was hurting due to COVID-19 with small businesses closing, Ted Cruz decided to look out for his billionaire friends. But this election isn't just going to be about how bad Ted Cruz is. It's going to be about what type of vision do we want to cast? What values do we represent? As a Christian, I plan on using my faith to protect, uplift, and advocate for working families in this state. Not use my faith to marginalize and divide our state. And whether you're in Harlingen or you're in Houston, whether you're in Terlingua or Tyler, now it's time for an everyday Texan to get us back on track, ensuring that all Texans have a livable wage, solutions to an immigration system that's currently broken, affordable and accessible healthcare, and a public education system that values all teachers and students. We as Democrats haven't won a statewide race in almost 30 years in Texas, and we can't keep looking at everyday politicians to get us out of the political problems they helped create. We need something new, fresh, and different. My name is Thierry Tchenko. Join me in creating a new way forward.